What if your dreams were trying to tell you something? What if that frantic chase, the terrifying fall, or even the conversations you've had with people who've passed away hold the keys to understanding your life? Dreams are more than just a weird nighttime movie. They can be packed with meaning, warnings, and insights. Today, we're diving into 7 mysterious dream meanings you must pay attention to. Trust me, these aren't dreams you want to ignore. 1. The Relentless Pursuit. Being chased all right. Let's kick this off with a classic. The chase dream. Picture this. You're running down an alley, heart pounding, legs burning, and no matter how fast you sprint, something or someone is right behind you. It's like a scene straight out of a thriller. And just as you feel their hand graze your shoulder, bam, you wake up sweating, heart racing. Now, if you've ever had a dream like this, you might be wondering, why am I being chased? And by who? Well, here's the thing. It's not about the chase itself. It's about what's chasing you. These dreams often show up when you're avoiding something in real life. Whether it's a responsibility, a conversation, or even a decision you've been putting off. Your subconscious is telling you it's time to stop running and face it. Take Sarah, for example. She's a marketing executive who kept dreaming of being chased by a faceless figure in a business suit. Every night, she would wake up in a panic, and she had no idea why. But here's the kicker. The dreams only started when her boss suggested she apply for a promotion. She loved the idea of advancing in her career, but she was also terrified of the added responsibility. Once she finally decided to go for the promotion, the dreams vanished. It wasn't about the suit or the faceless figure. It was about her fear of taking the next step in her career. So ask yourself, what in your life have you been avoiding? 2. The ebb and flow of emotions. Water. Let's move on to something a bit more peaceful. Or maybe not. Have you ever dreamt of water? Maybe you're standing on a beach, toes sinking into the wet sand, the sun setting in the distance, the waves gently rolling in. Sounds serene, right? But then, suddenly, the ocean begins to pull back, and before you know it, a massive tsunami rises on the horizon, racing towards you. In an instant, that calm, peaceful moment is replaced with sheer terror. Dreams involving water are almost always connected to your emotional state. Calm water? You're feeling pretty balanced. Rough seas or giant waves? That's your subconscious telling you that your emotions are all over the place. It's kind of like nature's way of showing you your emotional forecast. Take John, for example. He's a teacher, and normally, he's the picture of calm. The guy never seems to stress. But one night, before an important presentation, he dreamt he was drowning in a stormy sea. The waves were crashing over him, and he felt like he couldn't get above water. What was going on? Well, it turns out that despite his calm exterior, John was actually incredibly anxious about this presentation, and the dream was his mind's way of revealing the emotions he had buried deep down. So, the next time you dream about water, pay attention to how it feels. Is it calm or is it chaotic? Your emotions might be trying to tell you something you haven't fully acknowledged yet. 3. The Stomach-Churning Plunge. Falling. This next one's a biggie. The falling dream. You know the one. You're walking down the street, or maybe climbing a staircase, when all of a sudden the ground just disappears. You're free-falling, plummeting through the air, and then, bam! You wake up. Maybe you even flinch a little in your bed, your heart pounding. Falling dreams are super common, and they usually pop up when you're feeling like you've lost control over something in your life. Maybe it's a job that's suddenly not as secure as it once was, or a relationship that feels shaky. The sensation of falling represents instability, that gut-wrenching fear that something important is slipping through your fingers. Lisa, for instance, had falling dreams almost every night when she was debating whether or not to leave her stable, well-paying job to start her own business. The security of her regular paycheck and job title was like solid ground beneath her feet. But the idea of starting her own business, as exciting as it was, also made her feel like she was stepping off a cliff into the unknown. Her dreams were practically screaming at her about her fear of losing stability. If you're having falling dreams, it's time to take a closer look at what's happening in your life. What feels uncertain? What's causing that sense of insecurity? Once you pinpoint it, you might be able to regain some of that control, both in your life and your dreams. The crumbling smile. Teeth falling out. All right, let's talk about one of the weirdest dreams out there. Teeth falling out. You're in the middle of an important conversation, maybe at a party or giving a big presentation, and suddenly you feel something strange in your mouth. You spit out a tooth, and then another, and another. Soon all your teeth are crumbling and you wake up horrified. It's bizarre, right? Dreams about losing teeth are often tied to anxiety about appearance or self-image. It's less about the physical act of losing teeth and more about what teeth represent. Your smile, your confidence, your ability to communicate. Take Mark, for example. As he approached his 40th birthday, he started having vivid dreams about his teeth crumbling during a speech at work. He wasn't actually worried about his dental health. He was anxious about getting older and maintaining his status in the workplace. His dreams reflected his concerns about his image, both physically and professionally. So, if your dreams involve your teeth falling out, it's worth considering what's going on with your self-esteem. Are you worried about how others perceive you? Are you feeling insecure about something in your life? Those crumbling teeth might be pointing you toward a deeper fear about yourself. The invisible cage. Being trapped now. Let's dive into one of the most claustrophobic dreams. Being trapped. Maybe you're stuck in a small room and the walls are closing in. Or maybe you're in a car and no matter how hard you try, the engine won't start. Trapped dreams are some of the most uncomfortable, and they almost always signify feeling stuck or powerless in real life. Emma, for example, had recurring dreams of being trapped in a tiny house that kept shrinking. Every night, the house would get smaller, and she would feel more and more claustrophobic until she woke up in a panic. At the time, Emma was in a controlling relationship that left her feeling suffocated. Her dreams were a direct reflection of how trapped she felt in her real life. If you're having dreams of being trapped, take a look at where you feel stuck in your waking life. Is it a relationship? A job? Maybe even a mindset that's holding you back? Your mind is telling you it's time to break free, but only you can figure out where you need to start. 6. Whispers from beyond. Dreaming about the deceased. Dreaming about loved ones who have passed away can be incredibly emotional. Imagine sitting across from someone you've lost, sharing a cup of coffee or having a conversation as if nothing had changed. These dreams can feel so real, and they often leave you with a strange sense of peace, even if they're bittersweet. David, for example, lost his father several years ago. He was struggling with a tough decision at work, feeling torn about which direction to take. One night, he dreamt that he and his dad were sitting across from each other, playing chess like they used to. During the dream, his father gave him some advice about his decision, and when David woke up, he felt a clarity he hadn't felt before. These dreams aren't just about missing someone. They can carry messages, offer closure, or even help you process unresolved feelings. So if you've been visited by someone you've lost in your dreams, pay attention to the conversation. They may be giving you a message, a piece of advice, or simply reminding you that they're still with you in spirit. 7. The eternal pop quiz. Taking exams. Finally, let's talk about the dreaded exam dream. You're back in school, sitting in a classroom, staring at a test you didn't study for. The clock's ticking, and you have no idea how to answer any of the questions. And then, as the pressure mounts, you wake up in a cold sweat. Even though most of us haven't taken an exam in years, these dreams are incredibly common, and they usually show up when we feel like we're being tested in real life. Maybe at work, in relationships, or even in personal goals. Rachel, a new mom, had these dreams constantly after her baby was born. In her dreams, she was failing test after test. and the frustration she felt during the dreams mirrored the anxiety she felt in real life about being a good parent. The test dreams were her subconscious way of processing the immense pressure she put on herself to succeed in her new role. If you're dreaming about failing exams, take a moment to reflect on where in your life you're feeling judged, tested, or unprepared. It's likely tied to a situation where you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to perform, even if no one else is expecting perfection. There you have it. These 7 mysterious dream meanings are not to be ignored, and they might just be the key to unlocking a deeper understanding of yourself. So, pay attention the next time you wake up from a dream, because the answers you're looking for might just be waiting for you in your sleep. Thanks for watching.